Hello, everyone. Here we have today Dario from Mobile Ecosystem Forum, and it's a great pleasure to have you here. And I'm going to ask you a couple questions about modern telecom. And the first question is about how you at MEF adapting to new business models that telecom operators use.
Being a trade association and a global one, we represent the changes that are happening in the industry. And definitely the business model is one of the things that are changing there. Well, it used to be a monolithic model where eventually in the age of sending to consumer services or to enterprise services, where it would have been sold directly to the enterprises. Nowadays, it's much more fragmented and it's a much more wider ecosystem. What we are now seeing in business model is the telco is becoming an enabler on services that are built on top. An enabler can be in connectivity, important in so many things we do, on the website, on data, on apps, but also so much more on authentication, identity, on data, and eventually on some of the additional things such as locations and APIs that we are seeing built in there. So there's a very big shift from a seller of services to an enabler of other people's services.
I see. It's a very good thoughts. And the other question is going to be actually related to your answer. It's going to be about the main demand of the market, about the technologies and services.
It's interesting. This is a very technically rich industry. We have a lot of know-how. But equally, it's going for a big revolution. It's not just technology which is demand. Right now, it's a softwarisation of technology. It's turning some of the technology into services. And that is true for A2P SMS. I mean, the great value of CPaaS is making software out of telco stacks. Equally, you could say that is also true on so many of the services we are now doing. And telecom and connectivity, the softwarization is really one of the biggest trends we're seeing, and we're going to keep on seeing on 6G and other things where the two will really match.
Thank you for your point of view. And the other question is more about data of analytics and telecom. What do you think how it develops?
Well, the mobile operators, the telco industry, and the services behind it have been building massive data and massive pools of data for very good reasons. They were limited sometimes by regulatory constraints, sometimes by our own commercial considerations. But now there is an entire value of that data in being used for others. And the fact that mobile operators and telcos see themselves as an enabler, not just the seller of services, is then making them think in a different way. How could I take these services and do something else? Mobile operators are some of the biggest and most important players in cybersecurity right now because the information about the consumer, the devices, and the relationship and network really represent valuable insight for people that are checking. It's just the beginning, and potentially there are many more things we could do thanks to the value of that data.
Yeah, I believe that future is going to be bright, and many thanks. And it's a pleasure for us to be a part of MEF finally. Many thanks.
Thank you, Afina, for being a member of MEF. Thank you very much.
Thank you.